first things first, let's take it back into last season. Fell to Concordia in the SIC tournament, a team that went on and made quite a run in the NCAA tournament. What was kind of the note you left the team on last year, knowing that you took a good team there on a pretty good run at the end?
Well, I think the setup to the season, as far as the ending, was being on a 4-game winning streak going into the postseason tournament. I felt like our team had really, regrouped, and the energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement, players, coaches, we were really firing, I think, on all cylinders going into the postseason. And carrying that kind of momentum is what any team hopes they're carrying in the end of the year. And to know that we had Concordia out on the road at their place, seeing Coach Fessler this summer and saying that our game was the most challenged they were in the postseason tournament as far as our conference, it, I guess, is a positive that you can hang on a loss in terms of how we played them, with the energy, with the battle back spirit that we had. Very proud of the girls' effort. Obviously disappointed that it had to come to an early end for us.
Last year, obviously, a lot of talk about your senior leaders. You had Katrina Newman and Hannah Rutten, both got a fair bit of pub. This year, you have another pretty experienced group of seniors. Alyssa Kirchhoff, your point guard. Danielle Flood, who really emerged as a scoring threat for you last year. What do you see out of the senior class this year in terms of leadership and on and off the court?
Very excited about our seniors and excited about our senior leadership in and out of the locker room. I think when you talk about all 4 of them, Danielle, Alyssa, Jess, Shawnee, they bring a unique spirit in all the different dimensions of a college basketball season. You're going to have certain leadership out on the floor, and obviously we look heavily to Danielle and Alyssa for a lot of that leadership in our point guard, and they both have kind of bounced between the point and the 2. And you look at the leadership that is brought off the court and in the locker room in terms of Jess and Shawnee. They're certainly a loud voice to our team. So I think when you talk about all 4 of them as our seniors, 4-year players in the program, it's exciting. And it's exciting to think about their backcourt leadership in terms of what they bring in managing each of the games.
You got your 2 juniors this year, the Taylors, Taylor Meyer and Taylor Dillinger. Both have seen a lot of time in the past 2 years. Where do you see them progressing so far this
Well, I hope that time continues to keep growing for them, and time for them to both be healthy and time for them to put a lot of minutes in game situations for us. Their experience brings a wealth of presence, and what Taylor Meyer has done for us on the inside as a forward, I hope to see that growth. She was one of our team's defensive leaders in terms of taking charges, and certainly one of our toughness leaders in terms of setting screens and rebounding. So we hope to see those numbers keep growing for her, as well as her output and scoring. Taylor Dillinger started on and off for us throughout the year. Hope she has an injury-free season. I think her best is yet to come, and looking forward to seeing both of our juniors in a lot of action.
All right, your second-year players, sophomores, specifically Allison Harris and Kenzie Kane, got a lot of time down during last year. Allison in kind of a reserve role, and injuries were sidelining some of your other centers, but where do you see their roles expanding this year?
Well, Allison is certainly a true 5 for us as far as an inside post player, and where we run virtually a 4-out, 1-in. She's a big part to who we are with our inside low post play. So we're going to hope her growth and development, her maturity, and another year of experience under her belt helps and it really allows her the opportunity to showcase what she's capable of doing. One of Allison's great assets is as well her defense and her rebounding. We hope her offensive output continues to grow as she grows as a player within our team. And Kenzie Kane, speaking volumes of a player that really found the 3-point shot down the backstretch of the season, and then of course with Kenzie's mobility off the dribble, she's really an all-around threat. When you talk about a player that can penetrate the ball to the basket as well as pull up hit jump shots, and seeing her knock down threes as she did later in her freshman year, we're hoping that she picks up where she left off with that as a sophomore.
You're bringing in, I believe, 5 first-year players. Is there anybody that you see making an immediate impact?
Well, I think, Anna Monkey is certainly a player. She's come off of a very successful Fergus Falls team, a team that has dominated girls basketball in the state of Minnesota. And I think she's a player that just speaks success and winning. And we look forward to seeing what her future and her career will hold as a freshman. I think she's somebody that steps in and provides us with great minutes, as I do many of our other freshmen. That's one of the excitements, I think, of every recruiting class, is the eagerness to see what they will bring. We know Raina Chareau is going to do a lot for us on the inside. Io Port, I look forward to seeing her athleticism both on the perimeter as well as on the inside. And then you talk about 2 guards. Amanda Hunt, I think, will add versatility to our three-point play. And then, of course, Miss Superior, I think she's going to be truly a dynamite for us. I think Haley Cotney will add a lot in terms of a point guard, 2-guard position. I think she's a combo guard. She can utilize the ball off the dribble and provide us hopefully with improved defensive effort, which will be one of her hurdles that she'll have to climb as a college player. But we're looking forward to all 5 of our freshmen really giving us great minutes this year.
Exciting. Dipping into the schedule a little bit, you start off with a couple exhibitions. You play Bethel up here, and then you head down to play up a level, play Wisconsin down in Madison. What goes about scheduling those particular teams?
Well, I think always getting a game here at home gives our players a chance to get comfortable on their home floor. As we said, we have those 5 freshmen, so Romano Gym needs to become a place of comfortability for them, and playing at home against Bethel gives us hopefully a great opportunity to start working some combinations, some lineups, trying to find that chemistry that's going to play well on the floor. And then, of course, heading off to Madison to play against the Badgers. Our players are so thrilled with that level of opportunity. I think it creates an amazing experience for them as a student athlete here at UMD, and we'll just embrace both of those exhibition games as we head into our regular season schedule with Michigan Tech here at home. So I think talking about our 4 non-conference games, 3 of the 4 are regional opponents, and then of course we have the UWS game, which is the bridge battle. So that will help us to get started into the conference schedule, and before you know it, it'll be Christmas break.
Yeah. Obviously the NSIC schedule never gets much easier. You start November 29th down at St. Cloud State. What do you see as the challenges the Bulldogs face in the conference schedule this year?
Well, I think the big thing for us is to find our own groove. Defensively speaking, we're going to have to get off to good starts in terms of our ability to hold our opponents in scoring. And knowing that we gave up 3-point shooting percentages as well as we did, I think that's one area that we're going to address this year in the defensive component. But for our team, I think, anytime you start with a conference rival at St. Cloud on the road, I don't think it gets more challenging than that right out of the gates. So hopefully our non-conference games get us ready for that opportunity at St. Cloud, and then we, of course, venture out onto the road and stay on the road with Crookston and Bemidji. So it will be a few weeks into the conference season before we're back to playing at home. And, going into the Christmas break, we know we have a challenging December schedule, and you're putting yourself into position to come back with a lot of enthusiasm in January.
All right, Coach, well, that's all I have for you. Thanks for the time, and good luck this season.
All right, thank you.